Because the SpeechDeck editor integrates with the SpeechDeck cards, you have step-by-step instructions on tap at all times to make your communication more clear and more colorful in less time. These SpeechDeck integration tutorial videos will be most helpful to you only if you have already completed the introductory Learn the 8 Principles course. The complete sample from that course has been preloaded into the editor. The most important first step for all communication is the first SpeechDeck principle: clarify your content. Each text block is marked with one of these 3 types of black and white cards: headline card, storyline cards, or illustration cards. All black and white cards are content outline headings. When you add script, notes, or other detailed text beneath any of your headings, the editor will use a gray text card to identify the text block. There is only one headline card for each SpeechDeck presentation. Your headline appears at the top of every SpeechCrafter document. This headline is a one-sentence takeaway message that helps achieve a specific objective with your audience: the why you deliver your message. In this example, the headline is "Speaking with Power Requires Passion." That is the overall theme and takeaway message to which all of my content must relate. Story cards represent the what. What is the logical message? For example, if I collapse the outline to show only the story cards, you will see a simple summary of the message in blue. Most speakers have no power. Most speakers speak without passion. Without passion, the audience can't feel the power. Great speakers have passion. Powerful speakers share their passion. That passion leaves a powerful impression on the audience. Speaking with power requires passion. When I reopen the complete outline to show all content, but leave the text hidden, you will also see that the illustration headlines show in red. Illustrations are the how. The illustrations are the details and examples that represent how I prove the storyline. For example, to prove my story subheadline, that powerful speakers share the passion, I'm using a quote from Abraham Lincoln and also performing a dramatic demonstration. The type of illustration is indicated in the structure area. This structure area is an important first step to great communication. If you cannot clearly see the overall logic in your structure bar, then you cannot expect the audience to follow your logic. Also, you can clearly see if you have enough support and enough variety of illustrations. If done correctly, you should be able to summarize the structure of your message as logical milestones, without even mentioning the specifics. For example, I would summarize this presentation as follows. In this presentation, I will first discuss the problem, what causes that problem, and the effects of that problem. Then we will discuss the solution, its cause, and what effects you can expect by implementing the solution. I can do the same with illustrations. For example, to prove this storyline, that passion leaves a powerful impression on the audience, I will share 2 illustrations. I can introduce those illustrations just by introducing the structure. First, I will share a historic example, and then I will share a research study. I'm not suggesting that you actually have to say any of this. In fact, sometimes you should not say it. But if the structure is set up properly, you could say it, simply by referring to the structure bar. To see the specific SpeechDeck content cards associated with any content, just click the C icon at the right side of any text area. This opens the headline, story, or illustration card in the sidebar. Just follow the step-by-step instructions on those cards, and you will be able to craft the clearest content possible. For example, this is what it looks like to open the headline card. I complete the steps on the card by filling in the blanks for step 1, and then step 2. This process helps me create a headline sentence in step 3. Anything I type in step 3 automatically appears in the outline. Similarly, when I open a story card and complete the steps on it, it will help me create a subheadline sentence that appears in my outline. Last but not least, when I open an illustration card, those steps also help you craft a clear summary of each illustration. In this case, you can add that summary to your outline as text by clicking Add. The illustration card also has a unique source box that you can use to store your web links, page numbers, and other references to your source material. For more information on the headline, story, and illustration cards, please refer to the Learn the 8 Principles training course. We've now reopened the editor with a new blank document. If you have not already done so, please complete the editing tutorials to learn the different methods of inserting and arranging content rows. Sometimes as you are working, you may wish to change the type of your content card. With any card selected, just click the Story, Illustration, or Text Card buttons in the toolbar. This will immediately change the card type. As an alternative, you can use keyboard shortcuts. Press Alt-S, Alt-I, or Alt-T, respectively. When you change the card type, the structure bar will show the default structure type. You'll probably want to set this structure type to be more specific. To do this for a story or illustration card, click the C icon to open the content card, and select the card type from the drop-down list in Step 1. If you prefer to use the keyboard, repeatedly pressing Alt-S or Alt-I will iterate through every card type available. If you do not take the time to set card types, then the default story card will simply show an outline in the structure bar. The default illustrations will indicate that they are explanations. Properly setting up your content structure types with more appropriate information may not seem necessary, and you can use the editor without doing it. However, when you take the time to use the content cards as designed, you are guaranteed to have better organization and a clearer message that leaves a more lasting impact on your audience.